Hello, my name is Maninder. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to explain Fire and Ice, a very important poem composed by Robert Frost. Robert Frost is a realistic poet who often used common things in his poems, but his intended meaning is much deeper than the literal meaning of the common words. In this poem, the poet refers to two predictions of how the world will end. According to literal meaning of the first para, some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. The poet says, according to the common prediction, as people believe that the world will end in fire, means दुनिया आग से ख़त्म हो जाएगी. And he also says that he himself has experienced that fire has a mighty power to destroy the world. Let's have a look on the second para. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to know that for destruction ice is also great and would suffice. Means poet says अगर दुनिया को दो बार ख़त्म होना है तो ये बर्फ़ से भी ख़त्म हो सकती है. Now see, the literal meaning of fire is burning, as fire can burn anything and destroy the whole world. But its deeper meaning is desire. Desire which acts like a fuel in a person to keep himself working to achieve his goal. But if it goes beyond control, it makes one full of jealousy. Jealousy that gnaws at his existence and can kill him. So this is how fire is harmful. Another meaning is global warming, which is heating up the world every day, and it can also melt the glaciers and raise the level of water and drown the whole world. Second word the poet has used is ice. Children, you know, ice is very cold. Millions of years ago, during the ice age, there was no life on earth, but it represents or symbolizes hate. Hate or coldness of feelings for other. When feelings for others grow cold, it is fatal for life as well as for relation. Hate also keeps nibbling one's inner self and the person dies in himself. In this way, we see the poet has used two common nouns to pour such deeper sense of understanding. Now let's discuss 6 poetic devices that the poet has used in the poem. First one is rhyme scheme. Rhyme scheme of the poem is A B A B C B C B. You can see the last words of every line. Fire, desire, fire. These have been given alphabet A. Twice, ice and suffice have been given alphabet B. Hate and great have been named as alphabet C. So the poem comes with under the rhyme scheme of AB, AA, BC, BCB. Second poetic device is anaphora. Anaphora means the repetition of a word in the beginning of two or more consecutive lines, like some say has been repeated in the two lines consecutively in the beginning. Third poetic device used in the poem is enjambment. That is single thought written in 3, 4 or 5 lines without any punctuation mark, as you can see in the first paragraph. Fourth poetic device is alliteration. Alliteration is repetitive use of consonant sounds in the beginning of the words, and these words are closely placed in a line Like some say, some and say, both the words are beginning with s sound. Word will. These two words are beginning with v sound. Favor, fire. Both the words are beginning with f sound. Next poetic device is assonance. Assonance means repetitive use of vowel sound in the words in a line. Like will end in fire. In this line you can see I sound is prominent. Next line, I hold with those who favor fire. In this line, I and vowel O are prominent. They are frequently used. Another line is I think, I know enough of hate. In this line, I and O vowel are used prominently. Now, I will explain the sixth poetic device used in the poem is consonance. Consonance, as it is clear from the word itself, consonant word has been used to make it consonance. Repetitive use of consonant sound in the middle or end of the word, because children, if we use consonant sound in the beginning of the word, then it is called alliteration. If the consonant sound is used in the middle or end of the word, then we call it consonants. Examples are and, would. The sound is used in the end of the word. I hope you have understood the poem with its literal as well as intended meaning. If you like the video, give a thumbs up, share and subscribe.